And now more of Social Women with your hosts, Amy Diaz, Pat Cruz, and Bronwyn Dannenfelser.
Welcome back to Social Women. I'm your co-host, Amy Diaz. Our toll-free number is 855-252-2020. We would like to welcome Candita Clayton with week number 4 of 8 Weeks to Better Living Challenge. And also with us is Jessica Leach. And together we will talk about this week's topic, Detox Your Routine. Welcome, ladies.
Hi. I'm so happy to be here again.
And
in a different
food
seat,
again.
Yes.
In a different seat. I usually miss the food portion of the program.
Okay, it looks healthy this time. No cupcakes.
Yeah, I miss the cupcakes.
Strawberry shortcake.
No cupcakes.
No hostess cupcakes from the machine.
I see drinks and nuts and greens and, of course, something that looks like a very, very delicious dessert.
Yeah.
So I am liking this segment already.
Yes. Okay. So week 4.
Week 4. How are we doing? How are you guys doing?
Good. But for those just tuning in and don't know about the challenge, why don't you give us a little rundown of what this is that we have going on here for a Social Women Challenge.
So we are into week 4 of the 8 Weeks to Better Living Challenge, which means after today we still have 4 more weeks. So if you are just joining us for the first time, it's not too late to sign on. Go to our Facebook page, 8 Weeks to Better Living Challenge on Facebook. And once you like the page, you'll have access to all the information. Download the assessment so you can choose what you want to work on in the next 4 weeks, what we've been working on for the last 4 weeks. And every week we're covering a new topic about how to do things better and live better. And
we've covered already.
We have covered, the very first week was evaluate and assess and the evaluation.
Yes.
Yes. And then the second week was exercise and meditation, how to fit into your schedule. So how to fit staying active into your schedule. And then last week it was better diet and nutrition. Where can we improve? And then this week, detox your routine. How to eliminate toxic chemicals and people from your life.
Yes. So I would say some people have one or the other that they're very focused on. Toxic people can be just as bad for you and stressful for your health as toxic food and chemicals in your cleaning products.
Toxic people, would that be teasing Pat with chocolate cupcakes? Is that toxic?
No, that's not toxic,
No,
Larry.
you're not toxic.
That's just sweet. That's really nice.
Just checking.
Toxic people could be your co-workers, passive-aggressive people, nasty mother-in-laws or father.
I don't have one of those.
I don't have one of
I know.
those.
Jessica and I are so lucky because we both have incredible mother-in-laws. So we can speak to that. We won't delve into that any further. But in terms of toxic people, there are ways of managing people, and sometimes you're in a situation, it falls into categories like relationships, people that you can't get away from, like your immediate family. So no matter what, you might not live in the same state, but you're related to them. So sometimes you don't necessarily have great relationships with people that you are related to. So you need to learn to figure out how to deal with those people. People that you work with, you have to come in contact with them. You have to, reach a common goal. So those are, the second type of person. Third is friendships and relationships that you choose. So sometimes we choose toxic people to be in relationships with almost in our subconscious. So it's kind of evaluating where you are with all those different relationships and how to deal with it. So
my dealing with it is, okay, I have a post or a quote, I don't even know where it came from, but it's one of my favorite ones. Be nice to people or be kind to people, not because they are, but because you are. One of my favorites.
Yeah.
And I think that's, I think that keeps the toxic part away from me.
Yeah. No, that's probably true. I feel very lucky because I really don't have toxic people into my life, and maybe I've gotten to a certain age where I don't really care what people think of me because I think I'm a nice person and I think I treat people nicely. So maybe it's just I've eliminated that. But I know lots of people in work situations find themselves in toxic work situations, and that's very hard to deal with day in and day out. So
change it.
Yeah. So
change it.
Now, do you find that sometimes we have toxic people around us because sometimes we're being toxic ourselves?
It could be. I mean, I think you have to really look at yourself very honestly to say, am I trying to undermine someone? Am I, not being the best person I can be to other people? But I think that sometimes it can be as simple as insecurity, which creates you not treating other people as well as you could. And really, the core of toxic people is insecurity. So there's, you can forgive somebody for being insecure, but not for treating you badly. So it's just a matter of really kind of like the way we assessed our 8 weeks, what we wanted to accomplish in 8 weeks is the same way you can assess toxic people. What's your part in it? Did you choose something about it? And then now, how are you going to deal with it? And sometimes you need to go see somebody, a professional person can really help with that if it's something really bad, like a family member.
Yes,
that can be tough.
Very
and
tough.
Candida has been writing some fabulous articles each week that is relevant to whatever topic we have going on at the time. This week, we are talking about detox.
Right. So we're going to talk about, you can find on the blog, Candita Clayton, livebetter.com, a couple of different articles about detoxing people, food, chemicals, so on, tomorrow. And then on Go Local Prov on Thursday, there'll be some additional articles. So
I've been posting on, people really love the Go Local Prov articles.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I've been posting them out, and
That's great.
they really
That's
do
great.
like them. So do I.
So I want to repeat again, and I think Jessica will weigh in here. Both of our mother-in-laws are incredible. We don't have toxic mother-in-laws. I just use that as an example.
Yes.
But in case my own mother-in-law was tuning in and she only caught like a part of that, I just want to make that clear. So
Yes. So
Anyway.
toxic people, we are going to have some information on your blog on Go Local Prov. But for anyone that's tuning in and wants to join us for the 8 Weeks to Better Living Challenge, you can head on to our Facebook page, 8 Weeks to Better Living Challenge, or Social Women Facebook page and get the link there.
And if you have questions or comments about toxic people or detoxing in general, please share with us. We really want to support each other. That's why we're doing this.
And you also will be talking about chemicals and cleaning products. And, okay. That's very important.
Yes,
because
that's my specialty, actually. So.
That also has a huge effect on our bodies and our family members, correct?
Right. So, but right now we're going to talk about food.
Yes, we have
Speaking
here-
about bodies,
Yay! So we have here Jessica Leach, and Jessica is here with us from Raw Foods Inc. Hi, Jessica.
Thank
How
you
are
for having me.
And you brought us food, so
I did.
bringing
we're
us
loving you.
yummy looking stuff.
And all of the food that I brought is actually food that you can eat while you're detoxing. It's completely raw, completely healthy food that will help you detox your body. So that's strawberry shortcake that you can
I
eat and
just
detox your
can't
body.
even wait to
That's
dig
raw?
into that.
It's raw. Underneath
unbelievable.
there's a nugget of goodness that's cake. And it's completely raw and completely healthy.
It looks
Nugget of
delicious.
goodness.
And all of this too. You just told us all of this comes from
So detoxing.
From Whole Foods.
Whole Foods,
Yes.
who was here last week.
Yep.
So we love Whole Foods.
And
We love
also a
Whole
sponsor
Foods.
of the expo.
Yes, they are. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your business, Jessica?
So my two business partners and I, that are out in the green room. We started this company, Raw Foods Inc., and our focus is to educate people on how what they put in their body, that it actually is how important it is, and to educate them on the healthiest things that they can put into their bodies. And starting next Monday, we actually have a group cleanse where for 7 days there's a series of women throughout Rhode Island that will be learning to prepare these foods for themselves and learning how to completely flush out all the toxins, not only toxins from our foods that we eat, but toxins from the air, from the water, cleaning products, and for 7 days.
Considering the analysis that we just received last week from Joy Feldman, I should probably go ahead and take part in this detox challenge next week because
According to hers, I'm already
according to
dead.
her, I've flatlined. All the chemicals and toxins in my body are not making me a very happy person.
Yeah, it happens. And even I eat extremely healthy, And when I go on a detox or a cleanse, I can feel the toxins actually coming out of my body just from the air we breathe. You know.
Okay, I have never done that.
No, so tell us about the cleanse, because I actually visited your website and I was looking at some of the information, and I'm completely intrigued. And I think I might want to really do this next week with you ladies.
What we do is I have you answer a series of questions before, and we completely tailor your menu to your palate. So, and then I send you an outline. It's the 7 days with.
Can we have this all week?
Nibble.
No, can we have it all week?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Can we just do that?
Just strawberry shortcake. That's next week. We're doing the strawberry shortcake cleanse where you have that for 7 weeks. No, I'm just kidding.
That's next week's challenge.
Now, what person argues with that?
No one. I have had no resistance to
Actually,
that so far.
everything looks really good.
Thank you.
What is here?
So what we have here, this is a raw strawberry shortcake, and it's actually a strawberry and blueberry shortcake that's topped with a vanilla cashew cream. And underneath that is that nugget of goodness I was talking about with the pineapple pound cake. And then right here, this is a vegetable lasagna, and it's made with a macadamia nut cheese, pistachio pesto, and the pasta layers are actually thin strips of zucchini.
Oh, yum.
And then the third plate is a chopped Asian salad. It's Napa cabbage, shiitake mushrooms, some bean sprouts topped with peanuts, fresh basil, and it's in a spicy peanut sauce.
And what's in the glasses?
The glasses is it's a liver detox drink.
Whoa, okay.
No.
So for those that are listening, I just went to go pick
Put it back down.
And as soon as she said liver detox
drink,
I
so good.
put it right back down.
It's so delicious.
There's not liver in
No.
it, Amy.
Okay.
It's apple.
You should have
White
just
grape.
stuck with the.
I know. Live and learn. It's apple, white grape, cinnamon, and ginger.
Gut liver?
Yum.
It tastes like
is
apple
so
pie.
delicious.
Yummy.
Yeah.
No, it tastes like
Okay.
Christmas in my mouth.
You can. Yeah. You just drink it. You don't
it
have.
looks good.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
It
want to
tastes
give
like
Larry
the
some.
holidays in my mouth.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm not sharing with Larry. Sorry.
That's my hand, everybody.
So wonderful.
Yeah, and so that's one of the juices that you have when you're on the cleanse. And throughout the 7 days, I actually prepare you, or you can prepare yourself. I can give you the recipes. Different juices that address different organs. So there's one for your kidneys, there's one for your liver, one for your lungs.
This is the liver one.
That's the liver, and you start off with the liver because the liver is the first organ that processes chemicals and toxins. So you start with the liver, and then you go to the kidneys, and then the lungs, and then the heart.
Now, does it vary with everybody in their detox programs as far as what they need to do to, time-wise as far as detoxing the liver? I mean, does it vary with each person?
Yeah, it does vary, but the system that I set up, I try and make it approachable for everybody, where it's 7 days, and it's really not. I mean, there are some people, I've done them for 14 days, for 28 days.
There's a substantial difference in just a week?
Oh yeah, there is, and especially when you go off the cleanse. If you were to say, do the 7-day cleanse and then go out and do a 7-day drinking binge, you would feel you would feel the difference after that first beer. Your body would feel it.
Okay, maybe this is a good idea to do after St. Patrick's Day.
Perfect for after St. Patrick's
Perfect
Day.
after St. Patrick's
Well,
Day.
we are after St.
Yes,
Patrick's Day.
that's my point. So next
now.
week can
Yes.
definitely come around.
Yeah.
But isn't St. Joseph's Day coming up?
I was,
Are you kidding?
wasn't it
I think
yesterday?
it's either
Sunday.
today or yesterday.
Yesterday. It was
Yesterday.
yesterday. It was
Hello,
yesterday.
the Italian one here.
Yes,
Right here.
it was
I know, I'm half Italian.
Zablins.
No.
So tell us about some of the other meals that one can prepare during this cleanse.
Okay.
Or if someone doesn't want to do the cleanse, what are some raw plates
Sure.
that you can make?
Well, we have it on our blog. Actually, we post recipes for that you can prepare at home that don't require any special equipment. But anything, a chopped tomato salad with basil. Instead of throwing the cheese in, throw some nuts in to give yourself that the crunch and the texture difference. You can actually prepare the vegetarian lasagna yourself, or it doesn't just have to be salads.
During the cleanse, because I think cleanse, and immediately I think I'm probably going to shut my metabolism because I'm probably not going to be eating enough. Or how many meals a day does
it's
the program?
3 full meals, and it's roughly 1,200 calories a day. So you're getting your calories. It's just you're getting clean calories, and by not putting any cooked or processed foods into your body gets to break down all of the stores that get built up in our bodies throughout, from our daily eating, normal eating, where we have chemicals and toxins, and so that by just eating raw food, you attack those storages and build up.
So 1,200 a day?
Yes.
I'm way off. Way off. I got the high score on that one.
Okay, high score. So
that's like breakfast.
Not to change the subject, but I did Medi not too long ago.
You did what?
Medi. Yes.
And?
Love Medi. 500 calories a day of only protein.
Oh my goodness!
For 1 week. For 1 week to detox. Yes.
Yeah. That sounds extreme.
That sounds very
works.
Were you hungry?
Well, they give you things if you want to. I didn't take anything, but no, I was fine.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fine. Roll turkey, and
everybody
there's so many different things that you can pick on, and you don't have to do it at the same time. So
Nice.
Anyway,
yes. So how can Candida? Where can our listeners and viewers go for the 8 Weeks to Better Living Challenge?
So 3 places. You can go to the 8 Weeks to Better Living Challenge on Facebook, my blog, CanditaClaytonLiveBetter.com, and Go Local Prov on Thursdays. We post articles to support our topic of the week.
Exactly.
which is great, and it's not too late to sign up. So
never too
sign
late.
We have 4
on
weeks
to
left.
yes,
We
a
do.
new guest that just came in with us from Raw Foods Inc. We're welcoming Shura.
Shura.
I got it. Okay, Shura. And back with us again is Jessica from Raw Foods. And we are discussing how, first of all, we were just discussing on the break how delicious this is. And it's raw.
Thank you.
So Shura, can you give us a little breakdown about the company that you're with?
Yes, so there's 3 of us, and we are offering a variety of services from cleanses and prepared foods to classes, and really any support that individuals may need to help them transition into eating more of this food, introducing more of it into their lives.
Well, I can tell you that after trying all 3 of those dishes over the break, I feel like I can absolutely be on a raw food diet from here on out.
Nice.
And change my lifestyle. Because
I didn't expect it to be the way it is.
Yeah.
It's
So delicious. So none of it tastes like it's raw. And I was telling you, Jessica, that the lasagna tastes like it's cooked. I don't believe it. And you mentioned that your husband says it's all a lie.
Yeah, he says my food is all lies.
It's-
When we write a cookbook, he wants me to name it the Book of Lies.
It's so delicious. And
So tell us more about this detox program that you have with Raw Foods, Jessica.
So basically what it does is, instead of where people do a juice cleanse for a set amount of days, by allowing yourself to continue to eat during those 5 to 7 days, you're not depriving yourself, so that when you go off the cleanse, you're more likely to stick with these foods in your daily life. So you're not, fantasizing about pizza for 7 days. You can actually have raw pizza and satisfy that craving.
you can have raw pizza?
Yeah, raw pizza.
Pat and I are like, wait, what?
Wait a minute.
Oh,
I know Debbie Rogers is probably listening. That's like a Bob and Timmy's thing, raw pizza.
What's on a raw pizza?
Well, the crust can be made from wheat berries, buckwheat, a variety of different things, and then you put the same cheese that's in the lasagna, a macadamia nut mozzarella, and then you can top it with a raw pesto, with marinara.
And then that gets
Diced tomatoes,
exactly.
diced tomatoes, artichoke hearts. Okay, I can start.
And then it gets dehydrated, which means that it's dried out at a very low temperature. So it's basically like baking at under 115 degrees. And what that does is it preserves the enzymes in the food. So you can get the texture of a bread product without actually destroying the health benefits of the grains at high temperature.
Now, what got you all involved with this?
We all have different kind of stories that brought us to raw, but I was very sick, actually. At one point, I had Lyme disease, and my body was really depleted, and I was looking for something that would bring my energy back, and something that I felt that would bring my digestion, that kind of nutrient absorption, back up to its optimal level. So I I discovered a program to do raw for 30 days, and I thought, well, I can do that. I can try it, and I felt so good that I actually stayed on raw for 6 months, and now I eat a high percentage of raw. I don't eat 100% raw, but we're not asking anyone to eat 100% raw, except for maybe the time that they're doing the cleanse with us. We're just trying to encourage people to include more of these foods. So maybe you just do 1 meal a day raw, or just until dinner. It really depends on your lifestyle. If you're preparing food for a family, all those things factor in.
It really does. But this is something that I'm sure your kids would never know that that's raw.
No,
you give them the dessert, and they'll just be like, "Mom, we want another one and another one."
And I can see some of the things. I mean, but we do incorporate some things. Obviously,
Exactly, yes.
There's some raw things that you eat every day anyway.
Now,
but it's just a little bit more.
I do a lot of traveling. Do you have any suggestions for people that do? And I'm not big on just salads. I call it grass. I'm like, I'm not eating grass. Any suggestions for someone who does a lot of traveling and wants to stick with a raw diet?
I think so. I mean, you can choose trail mixes that are made with raw nuts and seeds that aren't roasted, and dried fruits that don't have added oils and sugars and preservatives. So look on the back of trail mix packages. Look for sulfur dioxide. Look for sunflower oil and sugar additives. Those kind of trail mixes you want to avoid. Go for the organic, 100% raw trail mixes that you can get in the bulk section at a natural food store. That's a really good on-the-go take with you. Just trying to take fruit, I think, is the easiest way when you're traveling. You can also look for like flaxseed crackers, things like that are now actually you can buy at grocery stores in pre-prepared packages.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, and when I know personally, when I travel, I make a big batch of granola and the fruit and nut bars, and I just prep things that I know that will travel well, that I can stick in my suitcase, and I don't have to worry about going through customs or whatever with them. So you just have to play. It's about planning ahead, and you sort of have to in the beginning. You have to think about what you're going to do so that you're not faced with standing in the airport and you
going to the vending machine and getting cupcakes.
Can you give us one, let's say, dinner meal that Pat can make for her family, for her and her kids?
Actually, I could do any of these.
Yeah.
But okay, give us something different one.
Just one before we go.
What do you think?
I would just suggest taking the vegetables that you would usually think to cook, like zucchini or like mushrooms, and think about a healthy marinade and a combination of foods that you can do with that. So instead of taking a marinade out of a bottle that you buy off the shelf, which is also going to be more expensive, think about using squeezing your own lemon, using a cider vinegar, using a raw soy sauce, using, and start to think of creative ways to marinate vegetables that usually you would just saute or use an off-the-shelf marinade for.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I know.
Fantastic.
So I can hear the music coming up, which means we're going to have a break.
Yes.
But before that,
how can our listeners and viewers get in touch with you?
Well, they can go to our website at rawfoodsinc.com, and this Thursday night we'll actually be preparing food at Opt Eyewear Boutique in Wayland Square, and the following Thursday we're teaching a class at Whole Foods at University Heights.
Fantastic.
So you can check out their website too.
And that's where they can also go to get all the information for the 7-day cleanse next week?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Absolutely.
Thank you so very much for
Thank
joining
you for
us,
having
ladies.
us.
You are listening.